Hi Gemini, welcome or welcome back. We're doing your tarot and oracle reading. This reading is going to be good for all Gemini placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Be sure to check your other placements and only take what resonates. These readings are timeless. Feel free to flip and reverse the roles. And we're just going to dive right into it for you, Gemini. I was kind of meditating on your energy a little bit here. And Venus energy or Venusian energy was coming through, so I don't know what that's about. Could be Taurus or Libra, or possibly a romantic partnership and or work and finance. Venus is a very broad planet, so we'll see what comes out here. I'm going to start with the Astral Oracle. We will be diving into general and love energies. And don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It really does help my channel out, and you can stay up to date on current astrology, all sign tarot, etc., etc. Personal readings down in the description box and the pinned comment. So we have the North Node coming out. It fell out in the reverse though, so I'm going to take a mental note of that. Some of you guys could be 34 years old. Something about your future is at play here. Bottom of the deck, we do have Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, of course, Venusian energy, 12th house and 7th house relationship in Libra. No pun intended. Yeah, it looks like you're building towards your future. Of course, I am in a different filming location. I'm filming on an entirely new angle. I don't really have much in my room yet, so if there's an echo, I apologize. But it's almost like there's some sort of internal subconscious struggle, fear, shadow of relationships that is getting in your way of building something for your future. North Node and Taurus there. We also have Dignified Strength, card number 13 from the Astral Oracle, so that's good. I'm getting Leo energy for some of you. You guys could be connected to a Leo or have a Leo placement prominent in your chart. Pluto. This upcoming Leo full moon, Leo new moon will be opposite to Pluto. Just my favorite kind of new moon. Lunation, I should say, instead of tripping over whether it's a new moon or a full moon. And then we have first house arrival, card number 39. Some of you guys could be 39 years old. I'm also getting life path 9, life path 3. Some of you guys are born on the 3rd, the 13th, or the 4th. In Scorpio, investigate. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify a little bit. I feel like you have what it takes, and I don't know, like I normally don't get messages that come through like that. Like you have what it takes to cultivate what it is you're trying to cultivate, even if you feel a bit discouraged or like you're not successful. But there's other things that are kind of lurking in the background too. So let's see here. Why is this North Node card here for Gemini? We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be work and finance. Certainly, some of you guys are trying to navigate like being a mother or parenthood and work and finance obligations, right? We also have the Six of Wands. So Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Some of you guys possibly could be in a line of work where you get a lot of like public recognition. You could have like a social media platform or following, or that could be something you're striving to have in the future. Some of you guys are feeling a bit discouraged though. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment for you. You're wanting some sort of new beginning, a new stable beginning. But keep in mind, the Ace of Pentacles is the slowest moving of the aces because it is the element of earth or pentacles. And it's going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to be the most substantial in the end. Page of Swords here too. You guys could be getting some conflicting advice. So some of you guys are wanting to pursue a passion project or something you're truly passionate in and something that you have your heart in. This could come to you or through you during Leo season. Leo season is significant for some reason. I mean, Leo season is always significant because it is Leo season. But something important could be happening specifically for you, Gemini, in Leo season. But you could be getting conflicting advice on whether or not to pursue what it is you're wanting to pursue with that Page of Swords there. King of Wands there too, fire sign energy. Nine of Swords, anxiety, sleepless nights, worry, insomnia, nightmares. Those could be things that you guys are struggling with right now as well. Some of you guys are having nightmares of a past love or relationship. You guys could be having like schmexy dreams about a past lover. I know it's oddly specific, but it's coming through that way. So I just have to read the cards right. So we have the World card, clarifying dignified strength. One more, please. I mean, the World card is an ending, but it's success, it's completion. It's a very good omen. It's a good energy. With dignified strength, I almost feel like there's something that needs to be completed in order for you to see success and to see movement in where you're trying to head. Six of Pentacles. Now, Six of Pentacles comes after the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is a card of like being left out in the cold, abandoned, financially or physically distraught, or, you know, kind of at rock bottom, so to speak. And the Six of Pentacles is where you finally are able to build yourself back up and you're able to give back to others. So this could correspond to something that you're passionate about. Like maybe you're really passionate about helping solve hunger or homelessness, or, you know, healthy eating or lifestyle, or, you know, working out, or whatever it is. Like in some way, shape, or form, I believe this aligns to your values to give back in some way. So whatever that looks like for you, that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't make money doing what you love to do, but it's helping people in some way, right? So a lot of you, this is going to be like a passion of yours that you want to make into a full-time living, or you want to make a living off of. Yeah, you're a little bit back and forth. Some of you guys are going through a divorce right now. I know that's oddly specific, or some sort of court situation. It doesn't have to be divorce. So it could be like child custody, a speeding ticket, or whatever the case may be. Why is this first house card here for Gemini? Page of Swords again. Some of you guys have a young child and somebody's trying to give you, I know these are odd messages coming through, but again, somebody could be trying to give you parenting advice, or give you like almost like biased advice on what to do with your child. That is a side message. It's not going to be specific for everybody. This could be, I just heard mother-in-law. Scorpio energy could be significant. We have the Death card here. So some people could be influencing you, or if they're not influencing you, they're trying to give you advice to end something. So this could be a place of employment, a way of making money, a business venture, a passion project, what you're trying to pursue, and something that you're truly passionate about, what we were talking about pretty much this whole time, like giving back in some way. They could be telling you to cut that off before it begins because you're not going to be successful. This could also be people talking behind your back, gossiping about you, slander, throwing you under the bus in some way because maybe something has failed before or collapsed on you before. But the thing is I believe that you learned your lesson. And it was almost meant to happen that way. It's almost like you manifested it to happen this way, even if you didn't consciously do this. The Magician there, the Tower card, and the Moon card, to solve some sort of subconscious energy that you have been dealing with. I don't know. This is strange. Because I'm getting hints of like a love and romance thing that's intertwined into this. The Chariot card, Cancerian energy. Let's get advice. Advice. Ace of Pentacles there. Be patient. Nine of Cups. Okay. Wish fulfillment. You know, finding that emotional fulfillment within yourself and what you're doing before you're looking for your happily ever after energy with a happy family. Eight of Swords. Getting out of your mind. You're overthinking. You have lots of anxiety. Eight of Swords is self-imposed limitations of the mind. So you need to get out of your head, back into your body, back into your emotion. Go with the flow. Be patient. That new beginning in work, finance, your passion is coming. Don't be swayed by like haters or people giving you like logical 3D matrix advice. Like, oh no, you need to do this with a job with benefits, and you know, you need to do things this way. Like, you know, the boomer mentality of like, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just not how people, it's just not how the new age is progressing forward, right? We're here to do our purpose and our mission and to help people. Okay, so the 9 to 5, the corporate America, all of that is kind of fading out. So follow what is true for you. Sometimes, and for some people, those types of jobs and those types of occupations really fulfill them, and that is totally fine. But I have a feeling for those of you Geminis that I'm reading for, that is not the case. Some of you guys, this is even doing like a typical mundane job, but you're working for yourself. You're your own business owner, right? So maybe you do construction, you do some sort of like, you know, I don't know, house cleaning, or you could work in construction, or you could do interior design, you could do graphic design, you could be an artist, sell your artwork. But that new beginning is coming. You just have to be patient. Ignore the conflicting advice, because I feel like it's just causing you more anxiety. And ultimately, this is about following your heart, following your passion, and following what is truly going to make you emotionally fulfilled and happy. And you will see success eventually from this. Ultimately, we got the North Node card. So we are going to move on to love for you, Gemini. If you're watching on TikTok, you can hop over to my YouTube. Personal readings for astrology and tarot down in the link in the description box and the pinned comment. I always forget which platform I'm on. Sorry, guys. And it's really hot in here. So, whew. Okay. What is going on in my Gemmies love life? Gemini. Oh, sweet Gemini. What is going on? We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. I don't want to speak on that too soon, but it looks like somebody tried to walk away and was unsuccessful in doing so, or somebody's holding on to some sort of past love. 5 of Pentacles here. This is a card of feeling left out in the cold, abandoned. I don't know if this is your energy. It kind of feels like your energy here. I don't want to talk too soon before we clarify, though, because sometimes I can be wrong. That's why we clarify. But my intuition is usually pretty dead on. 3 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Some of you guys have to cut off some sort of like casual fling or like sexual relationship. And we have the 2 of Wands here, some sort of choice, 2 different paths you can take, a decision that needs to be made. You need to look at things holistically, though. There's also a mirror here reflecting her, and she's not paying attention to it. So there's something being reflected back to you about the choices that you're making or that you need to make. So you need to be mindful of what is being reflected back to you so you don't get triggered and you're not projecting something either onto the situation or onto another person. But I feel like somebody has yet to move on from a relationship, or they tried to and they were unsuccessful, and they ended up just feeling very abandoned, you know, distraught. They feel like they were left for dead, you know, metaphorically. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit card. Oops, the 10 of Swords. Whatever this was, it was quite painful in the 4 of Pentacles, and it left you a little bit guarded, possibly of your heart, which, you know, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is if you're trying to pursue something, either pursue something new or to fix something from the past. You need to let that guard down and find an equilibrium or a balance and heal that 10 of Swords, rock bottom, painful ending energy that created the energy in the first place. So a lot of introspection is needed here. Some of you guys are connected to a Virgo or a Virgo placement. I'm getting Venus and Virgo. Why is this 8 of Cups here for Gemini? It's almost like somebody left and then is returning or will return, but I know that's, I don't know. Let's just see. Fool card. New beginning. Yeah, I have a feeling there's a new beginning to something that either ended or tried to end and wasn't successful in ending, and there's some sort of new beginning, a leap of faith that's being taken. It's the Fool card. Jumping off a cliff for joy. Just be careful not to be foolish. Good thing it's in the upright. But, you know, the Fool card is very young. He's a little bit naive, but he's excited for the future and the entire journey he has through the major arcana. So fire sign energy there at the bottom of the deck with the King of Wands. One more, please. Knight of Cups, wearing your heart on your sleeve. I don't know if this is your energy. Maybe this is just the overall situation's energy. Maybe you both were unsuccessful with trying to leave the relationship behind. There was a lot of heartbreak involved here. You thought you could find stability and or move on. Possibly you wanted to marry this person, you live with this person, or I don't know, it's kind of weird how this energy is coming through. Just the energy I'm picking up from this pile here. Why is this 5 of Pentacles here for Gemini? I don't know if this is how you are feeling. King of Pentacles. You're taking a huge leap here from the 5 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. I think some of the lessons that you need to learn. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm sorry, Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's something about like being overly logical or analytical and like, I don't know, the Queen of Swords is like the B card energy, right? I can't really say swear words on the internet too much, even though I do. But she's very cold-hearted. She hasn't integrated both sides of the masculine and feminine like the King of Swords has. There's a lesson here in like emotional stability and being emotionally open as well as stable. So it depends if you're a masculine or a feminine. It doesn't really matter because we don't really read gender in the tarot. But, you know, the kings have a good balance of both of them. Sometimes the queens lean more so one than the other. Queen of Swords definitely leads more masculine, the shadow masculine. But you're taking a huge leap, like feeling sorry for yourself, feeling left out in the cold, to being integrated and stable, being in tune with your emotions, not being a B word. One more, please. 6 of Wands in reversed. Wasn't expecting that one. That's a card usually of when ego gets in the way. It could also be like public recognition gone wrong. So like, you know, the saying like all publicity is good publicity. I can't even say that word. You know, I don't know. I guess you could take it as a good thing if you have like a social media platform or something like that. But it's kind of strange. Why is this 2 of Wands here? What is this choice, decision, or split in the road here? Ace of Wands, a new beginning. A very new, fiery, passionate new beginning. Something that sets your soul on fire. Again, I'm getting Leo season very strongly here. King of Swords, like we were talking about at the bottom of the deck. Just be careful that you're not overlooking something within your own self, because I feel like this is an introspective shadow work issue as opposed to like an outside influence or outside, like the actual relationship. I think this is something within yourself that needs to be solved. Whatever the 6 of Wands is, and the jump from the 5 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. We'll clarify more in just a second here. It's really hot in here. 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. So you have a choice. Your choices are very fiery in nature. Some of you guys are fire sign dominant. But the Wounded Warrior, keep going down this long road of not seeing any progress, feeling beaten, bruised, like you want to give up, or an entirely new beginning, full of excitement, passion, adventure. But in order to make that decision, you need to see what is being reflected back to you in some way, or what has been reflected back to you in some way. So tying this all back to the beginning of the love reading, you know, this could involve something that's been reflected to you since you tried to leave this relationship, which is now trying to like reverse engineer itself into a new beginning, but there's almost like a misstep. I'm getting the energy of something bending the nodes in astrology, but if you guys don't know astrology all that well, then you might not know what I'm talking about, but go ahead and look it up if you're interested. What is this? Clarify this 6 of Wands, King of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles again, please, and then we'll get advice. Queen of Swords, yeah. Your ego has been in the way of your heart, okay? You are making a huge jump, but in order for you to make this huge jump from the 5 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, you need to put your ego aside and realize where you are being a cold-hearted B word. Where have you been so cold-hearted and so closed off to the possibilities of this, you know, having a new beginning, of you loving this person deeply, of, you know, having a new beginning, that you have let your ego get in the way of seeing that potential. So that's what needs to be integrated from the Two of Swords in that reflection that's being mirrored back to you. Getting twin flame energy here. So let's get advice from my Gemmies. Advice for my Geminis. Six of Cups. Wow. Past love, soulmate energy. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. And the Six of Swords. Beautiful here. And the Magician, or the creatrix in this deck. Three of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Healing, devotion, divine love, manifestation, building together, past love, soulmate energy, emotional fulfillment, a wish come true. That's the wish fulfillment card. And moving on from choppy water to calm water, moving on from difficulty, moving on from, you know, things that have been very cloudy or very foggy. So your advice here is to really, there's something about your inner child that's coming through here with this Six of Cups, especially because we were talking about Leo season. Something about Leo season is very significant here. There's some sort of wish fulfillment that you have the potential to, you know, manifest. And we have the past love card. So if you guys think this is your reading, please use your discernment, because this is not going to be for everybody. I'm not telling you to go back with your ex that was physically abusive to you, or like, I don't know. You have to use your discernment and your intuition. So I'm just putting that forewarning out there. There is definitely a very high likelihood that whoever I'm reading for will be successful in this, but you need to do a little bit more self-reflection and introspective work in order to surpass your ego and this Queen of Swords energy that we were talking about, wearing your heart on your sleeve so that a new beginning can ultimately manifest in the most healthy way possible. So that is all I have for you, my generous Geminis, but personal readings down in the description box and the pinned comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.